There's a lot of negative news in regards to BNB and the CEO CZ, which at the moment is reflecting on the BNB price, with the token dumping from 260 US to around 240. So what is happening with the BNB token? What are the current trading opportunities? As with so much volatility, it does open up some opportunity for some pretty lucrative trades. But before we actually go through that, what is happening with Binance? What is happening with its CEO? And what is expected to happen in the coming days? Now, this tweet really narrows it down very well. Binance CEO CZ has stepped down, and here is what happened. Earlier this year, Binance faced accusations from the US regarding mishandling of customer funds. Very similar to what FTX and SBF got done for earlier in the year. Particularly allegations of using US banks to move billions of dollars worldwide and potentially involving money laundering. And today, the DOJ has concluded its investigation. CZ has officially pleaded guilty to violating US anti-money laundering laws and awaits sentencing on a later date. As part of the settlement, Binance will pay a hefty fine of $4.3 billion. Despite CZ's resignation, he retains the majority stake in Binance. Now, this settlement is completely separate from the SEC's charges against Binance earlier this year. The situation as a whole is still unfolding, right? Now, moving on to the breakdown on how it all happened. You can see here earlier today at 5:18 p.m. UK time, CZ resigned as the CEO of Binance. Moving on here, you can actually see here an hour later, CZ has actually pleaded guilty to violating criminal anti-money laundering requirements, right? You can see here, this was last night, and after this, really, I just expect them to pay and really not much to happen in regards to CZ. But you can see here, they actually seek over $4 billion from Binance to end the criminal case. And later on, Binance actually agreed to pay them, right? You see here also from earlier today, actually, well, I should say last night, Kraken was also hit by the SEC, say very similar charges to Binance. In fact, same charges as Binance. And at the moment, Kraken are going through this case and are going to be battling and defending themselves, right? Me, myself, I do use Kraken as an off-ramp, so I hope it all stays afloat and nothing really bad happens, right? And with that being said now, right, how has this affected the current crypto market? To be fair, it hasn't. It hasn't really affected it much. The Fear and Greed Index is currently at 71. It is still very greedy. And in fact, it's higher than yesterday, even after all this news has come out. Will this change by tomorrow? Potentially, it might go lower. But at the moment, the whole market is yet to really react. Other than BNB token, if you go ahead and check all the different cryptos, you can actually see here, the prices have maintained across the board. Ethereum is still very close to the $2,000 mark, which it hit a couple weeks ago. XRP is still around 60 cents. Solana is still over $50, even though it's been slowly declining. It is still maintained that price over $50, right? So, with that being said, the market hasn't really been hit much. Now, some of the altcoins have been hit. In fact, if we go and look at Casper here, it's actually down 11%. Now, again, Casper is probably one of those unique examples because it's pumped so much over the last couple weeks. But really, all across the board, altcoins have been seeing a hit, right? If you go through the crypto bubbles here, you can actually see that, the market is down, but it's not as down as much as people would have expected in regards to the news, because literally the biggest crypto exchange has been found guilty for money laundering and some other criminal charges here. Their CEO has stepped down and the market hasn't actually, been hit as hard. In fact, it's funny to see here. This is actually funny. I've just realized now that the FTT token is actually up 15% because of the news, which is just, people memeing about, really. I can't see why it would be pumping, right? But that does bring us to the end of... Now, before we actually end the video, I do want to go through potential trading opportunities with the BNB token. Because with all this uncertainty regarding the exchange, I could really see the price of BNB dumping. Now, me myself, I don't usually like to place short trades on large cap tokens. But with the current situation as this chart loads here, it could work out very well. Now, I'm probably not going to because I feel like I'm a bit late on the short trade, but the opportunity may still arise where it could be a very good chance to short BNB, right? Especially if really the current situation doesn't get resolved ASAP, it could build a lot of uncertainty within its users, and it can cause a massive panic moment, not only for the exchange but maybe in general in crypto, right? So this could be very bad for BNB, so I will definitely keep an eye on it, and a potential short opportunity to trade it might arise. But that does bring us to the end of this video. It's been your boy Crypto Alert. I will see you guys next time. Take care and peace.